from.
That's not what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! That's not what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! That's not what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! That's not what democracy looks like!
We're part of Queer Resistance Northwest, and we've come as Cameron's casualties to represent all the services that are being destroyed under the Cameron government, the Condemned government. And now we've come to occupy Albert Square. We're not going to stop protesting until the Tories are booted out of office. There's no point asking them to change their policies, because the Tories are never going to do anything great for this country. So we're just going to keep protesting and getting on the streets until they actually get kicked out of government.
We should have free education for all those who want to better our lives. And for our pensioners. They're going to try and divide public sector from private sector workers. And we've got to say something. It is a scandal that so few private sector workers have a pension. But none of them have been exploited by public sector workers. They've been exploited by shareholders and executives who robbed their pension pots for years and years. And you know, the best way to get decent pensions in the private sector is to ensure that we win our battle in the public sector and inspire everyone that striking can win.
That's everything and your foreskin.
This is a global movement because the problem is a global problem, and what we need to do is make everybody realise that they need to wake up. I was watching news streaming from Wall Street on Friday evening, and Michael Moore was down with the crowd. Thousands and thousands and thousands have been building there over the last 2 weeks.
The world is changing now, from Egypt, New York, Spain, Greece. Everybody has woke up and they are controlling their own lives. That's what we have to do now. We never done that before. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast. Because the system that is controlling our lives now is strong and they know how to do it.
Is that a gun on that roof? What kind of gun have you got on that roof?
I'm not sure.
Why have you got sniper guns trained on protesters and demonstrators?
Do you remember when our eyes met like battle lines and the society was in decline? I knew that everything would work out just fine. Well, I caught your name above the chants. Beneath the banner, we held hands and added to our growing list of demands. Well, bulletproof glass couldn't stop us from stealing a kiss. We made it into the newspapers, it wasn't in the classified lists. But when they tell us to go up, we reply simply this: that we're not apathetic, and neither are we thugs. We're fueled by the power of protest hugs. And as we built the barricades, I turned to you to say I'm glad there was no other way. I'm glad that occupations occupied our time, that we dated on picket lines, and forget the factions. We were a living, breathing protest Valentine.
Stand there. That's the right thing to do. We pay your money and you protect the wealthy. That is wrong.
The world is changing now, from Egypt, New York, Spain, Greece. everybody has woke up and they are controlling their own lives. That's what we have to do now. We never done that before. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast.
Let's make sure that the 30th of November is the biggest strike and the biggest success we've seen. But I'll leave you with this thought. If after the 30th of November they don't back down, if they carry on making their cuts, carry on robbing our pensions, then we have to strike again and again until we win.
We're all here united, and just let the governments know that we won't stand for it and we will continue to resist.